Welcome back. In this lecture, we move beyond CSV files and look at JSON, one of the most widely used data formats in modern software systems. Now, if you come from a C# or .NET background, you already work with JSON regularly through APIs and configuration files. Python provides a built-in JSON module that makes this workflow very simple. Before we begin, this lecture includes the downloadable Jupyter notebook along with users.json and usersupdated.json files used in the examples. Please download them from the lecture resources and run the notebook locally after watching. Let's see the objectives. So in this lecture, we'll load JSON from a file, understand how it maps to Python data structures, filter and modify the data, and write it back to disk in a clean and readable format. So why JSON matters? JSON appears everywhere in real-world applications. Most REST APIs return JSON responses. Configuration files are often stored as JSON, and logging systems frequently emit JSON payloads. So even in data science projects, JSON is often the starting point before a data cleaning operation. Now let's see JSON to Python mental model. The key idea to remember here is the mapping. A JSON array becomes a Python list and a JSON object becomes a Python dictionary. So again, a JSON array becomes a Python list and a JSON object becomes a Python dictionary. Once the file is loaded, you are no longer dealing with JSON syntax, you are working with normal Python data structures. So loading JSON from a file. Now loading JSON follows a standard pattern. First step is import the JSON, like here. Second step is open the file with open statement. Users.json is the JSON file as file object. And then in the step 3, we pass it into Python. Now in this data snippet, JSON.load converts the JSON file into a Python object we can immediately work with. So next comes the sample JSON dataset. So this sample users.json file contains an array of user objects. Okay, each user has an ID, name, and roles, list of roles. So when loaded, it becomes a list of dictionaries in Python, as I said in one of the previous slides. Next comes reading values. So once loaded, reading values is straightforward. So we loop through the list and access fields with the dictionary keys. This is similar to working with dynamic JSON objects in C#. Now filtering data using a list comprehension. This is a list comprehension, if you recall from previous lectures. We can filter users based on conditions, such as users who have the admin roles. So this is the condition where we are filtering users with admin roles. Okay. This is conceptually similar to a link query with where clause in C#. And this is a common data cleaning pattern. Now we'll modify JSON data. After loading JSON, modifying the data is simply a matter of updating Python list and dictionary. Okay. And there is no special JSON specific API required at this stage. And it just update the list. So data.append, we are appending this data, ID and name. Now writing JSON back to disk. To save the updated data, we use JSON.dump with indentation. JSON.dump with indentation. The independent parameter makes the file readable. Create a new output file. Okay. And use indent for readability. And it is similar to enabling formatted output in C# JSON serialization. Now, to summarize, JSON is a core data format and Python's built-in JSON model makes working with it simple. In the next lecture, we'll build on this and move into Pandas, starting with reading CSV files into data frames. And this is notebook friendly and script friendly.